Hey, hi, and hello everyone. This is Rooster Mods, and I'm coming at you with a new video. If you've been following my posts recently and things I've been sharing, you might know that I've been working on some updates to the pieces of Parker equipment that I've made for all platforms, the couple gravity wagons and the grain cart. There are a few things about those mods that I thought could be improved, things I thought could be better, features that were missing, and I've gone ahead and added those. And I thought it would be cool if I did a video going over what was in them and the different features, and it'd be really easy to explain. So here we go. Let's start talking about it. Let's go to the shop and come to brands. The first thing you'll notice is that I have a higher resolution Parker brand logo. That's very nice, looks a lot better, and you might notice that these are different colors, and we'll kind of get into that here. Um, so let's hop over to this 2500 gravity wagon. You'll notice something is really weird, and there's no John Deere gear underneath here. I decided that it would probably be cooler if this wagon actually came with the running gear that it would have come with from the factory. So right now, you can see that this is a Parker 1180 running gear underneath our Parker 2500 gravity box. So that's the first thing you'll definitely notice, and that allows us to do a couple other things. It's not really going to change how it behaves. They're very similar, so it's not going to be much different. But I thought it'd be cool if the Parker box came with the Parker gear, like the 4000 does. I thought it would be cool. What kind of options do we have? Let's get into some of these configurations here. We have no extension, we have 12-inch extension and 15-inch extension. That's kind of new. I did some digging through some manuals and some brochures and things, and I found out that Parker did offer this gravity box with a 15-inch extension. And if you look at these capacities here, cubic yards is a little ambiguous, but without an extension, it's going to be 250 bushels. With the 12-inch extension, it's going to be 325. And with a 15-inch extension, we'll get 350 bushels. So you'll get even more capacities now for this same gravity box size, which I think is fine, and everybody loves options. It's great. If we come now over here, we have wheel options now. That's kind of new. That wasn't there before. We've got these regular implement tires. I think these are 11L15s or 1015s or something like that. We've got floater tires here, which are big old 16.5, 16.1L. Big floater tires here. They look pretty cool. They give kind of a different look to things. And then we've even got a truck tires option. These are just some, used truck tires that you could slap onto a gravity wagon, and you could theoretically fit these on in real life. So I thought, why not? That's kind of a cool option, and give you sort of a different look. SMV triangles, we've got the same that we had before. Not much different there. There's an option here for box direction, and you might think that's kind of confusing. What does that mean? Well, with the standard option from before, you would pull up and you could see that you have you unload on the left side here. But now we can completely reverse that, and you'll see that you can actually unload on the right side now. So I thought that was pretty cool. This is definitely something some farmers do in real life. They kind of change it up so that they can unload on the left or right side. You could just take the box off and flip it 180 degrees and plop it on. And I thought, why not? It might be better for your farming setup. Another option here, if you use the PC versions, you're probably familiar with this, but if not, we've got number stickers for 1 through 9. So if you're using a lot of boxes and you want to differentiate which ones are which, then absolutely this is a good option for you. That's our options for the 2500. Let's go over to the 4000 and see what's up here. There's some more options for the 4000 too. We've got the same no extension extension. We've changed the capacities a little bit. So I think without the extension, we have a 375 bushel capacity. And then I think with the extension, it's 475 bushels now. So that's a pretty good amount of grain for an older wagon like this. We've got wheel options now, so we can do floater tires, or we could even do the truck tires, the same thing that was on the 2500. So that's kind of nice. We have SMV triangle options here now. I think now you'll be able to not have a triangle if you want. For some reason, I thought that the old mod, you had to have a triangle. But I don't know why I left it that way, but we fixed that. So obviously you can have a triangle or not now if you desire. Same thing here. You've got number stickers 1 through 9. front, back, or all four sides. Same thing with the box direction, left or right. If your farm works better on a right-hand unload, then this is definitely gonna help you a lot. And yeah, we've got the same 1180 gear. I mean 1480 gear. Sorry for this guy. I've added. There's a serial plate somewhere around here on here. And I've changed the width a little bit to be a little bit more accurate. But yeah, one other thing you'll also notice if you've been very sharp and keen-eyed is that this hitch is floating in midair. That might look kind of strange. Well, in real life, these gears had a spring underneath here. You can see there is a spring that helps hold the tongue up, so it was easier to lift it up and hook it up to a tractor. And I thought it would be cool if I added that in Farm Sim too. So now that hitch will kind of float in the air as it should in real life. Last thing here for the 6500, not nearly as many updates for the 6500, honestly. Mainly just includes a couple color tweaks to the colors. For all these pieces of Parker equipment, I've given them a new Parker green. I've given the wheels a new white/cream color, and I've cleaned up some of the branding a little bit. But this new green color should look a lot better in sunlight, and I think it's about as close to Parker green in real life as you can get. I think there were a couple minor tweaks to the 6500, including adding this foam padding around the edges. Almost every example of the 6500 that I saw in real life didn't have this because these were manufactured so long ago, but from the factory, I kind of noticed and learned that these came with this foam padding around the edges. I thought I should add that because that's kind of a cool feature, and I like to make things as they would have out of the factory with, so I thought that was kind of nice. Let's just demo this guy quick. Let's switch box to, and let's just show kind of the unloading from either side. I thought it would be kind of fun to do a demo of that. So in here, we'll buy another one, kind of show. And I think some people miss the point of having two doors too, so I'll do a quick tutorial too on kind of how to unload these guys. Because in case you didn't know, you can unload from one or the other or both doors on this. It's not just for decoration. I made sure it wasn't just for decorative purposes here. Turn on, grab this here. I'll turn on super strength, make this easy, and we'll give a quick demo here of unloading on the other side of the wagon. We'll fill these guys up with okay, and then we'll drive over here quick, and we'll show this off. So obviously, if we just pull up here and we just unload, you'll see that it'll just do the back door. But if we go to F1, we can change our tip side. So if you use your tip side controls, no matter if you're playing on controller or keyboard, you could do left, front, or back. So back is obviously the back door. Left is both sides, and front is just the front door. So if we just do left here, you can see that it'll unload both of them, even though this is still on the right side. So yeah, we can unload both doors here, and we can swap we can swap our box directions. So I thought that was kind of neat. Not something I've ever seen on a gravity wagon in Farm Sim before, but hey, I think that's pretty cool. I'll buy the 2500 here too, just so you can kind of look at the new running gear it comes with, because I thought that was kind of fun. That's something that made this take a little bit longer. We'll go to a 15-inch extension, so we can kind of take a look at this over here. So this is the 2500. You can see we have a new green color. This one stands up to direct sunlight a lot better, and it's definitely more realistic. I'm pretty happy with it. We'll go to camera mode here. If you come in here, you'll be able to see we have this new Parker Industries serial sticker on the running gear, and you'll see it says model number 1180, and the 4000 gravity box will say 1480 on it, because that one has a 1480 running gear. This one looks very similar to the 1480 running gear, but it's slightly different. You can see the stops and the hinges and things for the tongue are different. than what this one looked at over here, which had a couple boxes and just kind of a slightly different look. There are a lot of small little tweaks I've done with all of these gravity wagons just to make them as accurate as possible and to make them function better. So I'm really hoping everybody enjoys this. And of course, I've always tried to make these as accurate as possible. Got the right rims and all the right decals and everything. So I'm excited to get this in your guys' hands, and I think this is about as complete as I could really ask for from these wagons. I've done a lot of features and given a lot of features and done a lot of improvements, and I personally am pretty happy with how they've turned out. So yeah, I think that's it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you're as excited for this update as I am. These are definitely the wagons way closer to their final form and their maximum potential. And I'm super excited to get them into you guys' hands because I know they've been popular, and I think this is going to make them visually more appealing, and it's going to make them even kind of more usable and give you more functionality. One other thing I guess I've done before we go is I have made it so that the dirt and wear maps are much less aggressive, specifically the dirt map. This thing isn't going to be caked with dirt anymore. It's going to be a little more sporadic, a little more focused in on the kind of the corners and the edges of the model. So I personally think these are going to look a lot better if they're dirty too. Just just a little more realistic for you there. So yeah, probably other things that I've done. I can't recall all of them to the top of my head. It's a lot, but the end result is a great product. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you really enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more. I have a lot more exciting projects coming. I'm pretty sure there's a new farm sim game coming in the future, and of course, that's not going to slow us down here at Rooster Mods. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep pumping out projects, and hopefully we'll be ready for the next game too. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you take care. This is Rooster Mods signing off, and yeah, take her easy.